Yeah.
Chime has that built into the system. It's unbelievable. That AI system there, I haven't seen a better system anywhere than what Chime has done in the short time that I've been. It's unbelievable how excited my agents are about it. It's unbelievable the tech that they have within the platform. Everything was built around an app. It's going to change the way we do business.
All right, welcome back, everyone. It's a great Tuesday out here in Los Angeles, Ventura County. We have Darren James. He's new to Chime. Darren, where are you at, buddy?
I'm in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Ooh, I love Baton Rouge.
Yeah, man, Baton Rouge is great. I'm about 80 miles from New Orleans, and capital city Baton Rouge is, and so I run a real estate team in Baton Rouge area, and then I'm actually doing an expansion team into Houston, Texas right now. So.
Oh, nice, man. I like that. All right. So I saw your shirt. Show me an awesome shirt again.
There it is right there.
So Agent 225. Tell me about that, because I love that.
I'll tell you a funny story. Check out the back too. Look, I got a QR code on the back too.
Oh my gosh, dude. What is this?
Right. So what it is just branding. So I'll tell you the way the story started. So I'm former law enforcement. I had a career in law enforcement before I got into real estate. And so the way that evolved was I took a position in investigations. And while I was doing work in investigations, I basically lost about $500 a month in my income because I couldn't work all the overtime details that I was working as a police officer. So I had to take 2 additional jobs working in retail. So I was working 8 to 4:30, Monday through Friday, with state police here. And then I drive my police unit home, get my personal car, drive to Office Max. I stocked shelves until 11 o'clock at night. And then I took a job at Academy Sports in their fishing department, working on Saturdays and Sundays. And I was at one of the lowest points in my life, Tristan. I wasn't scared to work. I just needed some direction. So I ended up coming, giving it all to the man upstairs. And I said, look, I just need some direction. So I got up, I walked to my primary bathroom, and I read motivational stuff. And there was a book on the back of my toilet and said, real estate, get your fair share in Arizona. And I'm like, well, I don't know if I'm going to move to Arizona, but maybe I should try real estate, right? So I called a local mom and pop shop in my area who was really doing great with new construction in the market. Called the broker there. I said, look, I don't know anything about real estate. I said, I'm trying to supplement basically, $500 a month in my income. Just to, my wife was a stay-at-home mom, new baby at the house, just really starting out in life, 22 years ago now. So did that deal. And she said, look, we don't hire part-time agents at our office. She said, you need to call a national franchise. So I got the phone book out. Remember the phone book? And I'm thumbing through the phone book. And I came to a big national franchise, Coldwell Banker, and started there. And I grew that while I was moving forward. I wanted to sell, like I said, I wanted to sell 2 houses my first year. And I started networking. I started building systems in my business. And I sold 10 my first year. Not too bad. According to NAR, National Association, 8 to 12 homes in your first year's pretty decent. And so I grew from there. So then I went 20 something the next year, number 2. And then I stayed doing it part-time for 6 years. I was selling 52 houses a year on a part-time basis. Just me, no team, just me by myself. Had the opportunity to manage 2 Coldwell Banker offices. And so I took those 2 offices over, grew those to about 48 agents underneath my direction, got my broker's license in 2005. Just grew those. Market shifted and crashed in 2008. We had 9 offices open across 3 counties or parishes in Louisiana. So we closed down some of those. I moved my license to KW. Unbelievable company, just fantastic. I was a director of technology. And while I was there, I wrote a little ebook called Raising the Bar of the Next Generation Realtor, traveling around the country, teaching other agents how to use technology, iPhone, iPad devices to improve their customer service and their efficiency. And in 2011, I was their top producer. At that time, I was selling about 108 homes a year. No team, really, just me and my dad and 1 admin person, and just doing really good numbers. And I ended up looking, and I went and talked at Mega Camp in Anaheim, California, back in 2011, January of 2011, I believe is when it was. Okay. And ended up opening my own brokerage in April of 2011 to get some IDX stuff, and started that, Darren James Real Estate Experts, and then I ended up merging with my current company in 2016. And it's been an unbelievable ride. I have been able to change people's lives throughout, and I love doing that. I mean, I love growing people. That's what I love to do.
I love that, man. You know, there was something I read earlier today. It's interesting because this is how it always happens, right? Because it's at the front of our head.
Yeah.
Mind. Uh, where Marcus Aurelius said, you know, it really doesn't matter anything else that you do. You can read all the books, you can do all the things that you want to do, but at the end of the day, it's taking care of people. That's what it comes down to, and being virtuous. And
Absolutely.
dude, I'm watching you from afar, and you're doing a great job.
I
So,
appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. The Lord blesses me every day. I'm able to wake up and change so many lives. And I'm just very, very blessed to be able to provide some sort of value and lead this world a little bit better than what I came in here on. So that's
and
what drives me.
And I'll top it with this. I just texted Glenn Sanford and I said, I'm interviewing Darren James. And he says, awesome. Say hi to him. So, okay.
Glenn is amazing. Just an unbelievable person. And Glenn and Jason, both, all the leadership at the current company has just been fantastic. You know, it's just, I can't speak highly enough. So
I love it, man. All right. So tell me, how did you end up choosing Chime? Because you went from Coldwell Banker,
yep.
right? And then you built that up, which I'm assuming building up some brokerages or some offices requires tech. So you understand that.
Sure.
Then you went to Keller Williams, and now you were running part of the tech as well locally. And then you spoke at their big event, like 20,000 agents. So
Sure.
you're running tech at a good level. You understand it.
Absolutely.
What have you tested out before you got to Chime? That's just a personal question for me.
Sure.
Like,
Absolutely.
what did you go through?
Do you want me to tell you the systems that I went through? You want me to name them? Is it okay to name them on here?
Yeah, it's okay if you name it because we're all testing things out all the time. So
Great. Okay.
what did you go through?
So I first started out with uh, an agent image website when I first got started.
Okay, I got that. I had that before.
Yeah. And then I went to, let's see, the next one I went to was, I ran Boomtown since 2011. So I'm still running that platform. I'm merging everything over to Chime.
Mhm.
And I've ran Commissions Inc. before. I ran
Me too.
Conversion before it was KV Core.
Me
Ran
too.
KV Core as well.
Dude, we have like the same trends here. It's
I mean,
so
it's
so funny.
crazy. So it's crazy how it works that way, right? And then the big one back in the day was Advanced Access. I don't know what happened with those guys, but they were back in the day. Remember those guys? The number one expert. Remember that, right?
Dude.
So I demoed some of those guys. I mean, I'm big on tech. I love tech. Anything that can help you with efficiency and better your business, because it breaks down to what Marcus Lemonis says. The 3 Ps. Every business is built off of 3 Ps: the people, the process, and the product, and that affects the 4th P, which is the profits. And so I'm always looking at ways to grow the people, but also what keeps me up at night is improving the process. And so technology has allowed me to be more efficient and give a better level of service to so many people. So back to the website deal, I have never seen a system, because I generate, 800 to 1,000 leads a month coming in through my Boomtown current platform. I got 90,000 leads in the system right now. And so with that being said, it was a daunting task to move everything over to the Chime platform. And so I looked at it, and everything is still being migrated. The site's not live yet underneath my domain name right here, Agent 225.
Yeah.
It's not live yet because of the migration of getting all the leads in there, getting all the saved searches in there, getting everything basically see the CSV files converted over to where all my agents have all the information that they need to continue without missing a beat. So when I looked at the Chime platform and evaluating all the tech that I have over years, a lot of times in those systems, you have to get a constant contact and go in and get these images if you want to do a mass email to a group or something.
Yeah.
Chime has that built into the system. It's unbelievable. The AI that they have built into the system, we can have 1,000 leads coming in a month, but it only works if you convert those leads. Otherwise, it's just leads. And so that AI system there, I haven't seen a better system anywhere than what Chime has done in the short time that I've been testing this now. It's unbelievable how excited my agents are about it. It's unbelievable the tech that they have within the platform. Everything was built around an app. All of us are on the road most of the time. And so whenever you have that app in your hand, you can respond to those leads immediately. You can set up searches for those leads directly through the app. You can do everything directly within that app on your phone. And it's just, it's unbelievable. You have a marketing database in the back of it where you can bring in your listings. You can share your listings on their social technology that they have, sharing all your social feeds. They build out, anytime I get a new listing, they send me over a single property website that says, hey, your site's been built. I don't have to take the time to do that. The system does it for me. Thank you. I just, I got me it's almost like an ancillary assistant in my business through the technology that Chime is providing. I can't speak highly enough about them. I just can't. What I've seen, what I've tested, it's going to change the way we do business.
All right. What's the very first thing you're going to, 'cause you're in the onboarding phase too right now.
Yeah. Yes.
So what's the very first thing you're going to put into play? Somebody at your level, right? So that everyone else listening in can understand. What's the very first thing you're going to put into play that maybe wasn't available with the other tech or digital platforms that you were using before?
Basically, every one of our listings, they build out a digital landing page for that. The other listings don't do that. So you have to use a third party to do that. So that's just a time saver right there. So I'm going to get every one of my agents on board with the landing pages that Chime automatically creates for us. Same thing with the videos that they create for you. You can press a button. It allows you to create a video for all your listings. Well, that's going to also enhance my YouTube channel, some as far as building content there. But it's also going to be able to enhance any type of single property websites that I have and all of that. So that's another thing that we're going to implement immediately. And the thing that I'm really excited about, I'm going to go and basically look at all the smart plans that they have through the system and tailor those and customize those to the way we work and the way we talk. Because the AI that they have, artificial intelligence, it's amazing. You got systems out there that have AI or quote unquote claim they have AI.
Yeah.
Right? Claim they have it. This system, what it does, it not only looks at the behavior of my clients that are in the system, and there's only like 50 in the database, but eventually there'll be almost 90,000 in the database once the import's done. But any new leads that come in and monitors those leads. And furthermore, it's not only monitoring my leads, it's monitoring everybody's leads across the entire Chime network to learn how to better communicate with your clients and help improve conversion. And that is the key in the whole entire process. Is we can have 10,000 leads coming in a month. If none of them are convergent, they're not worth anything. And that AI bot is amazing what it does.
Yeah, on that, I think that the biggest difference, because you've done the research before you jump into these
Sure.
CRM digital platforms. The biggest difference is the machine learning AI. That really is the biggest difference.
It is. It's huge. It is huge. We had one come in. My agents are not even in the system yet, right? So we're importing the agents, importing the leads, and all this. We had a lead come in, so I got it to where now my email is set up. So any lead that comes in directly through my current Boomtown platform, it parses the leads directly into Chime for me based on the email. Well, when the email comes in, it puts them into Chime's database in the back end of CRM, and it says the lead came from Boomtown. The AI is making contact with this person, qualifying the lead or whatever it's doing.
Yeah.
We had a lady that one of my agents couldn't contact. The AI reached out and said, hey, I'm just checking in, seeing if you want to see information about this property. It said, yeah, absolutely, I am. I'm looking for, homes in this area up to X amount of dollars. Fantastic. I'll go ahead and set you up on a search. The AI goes into the back of the system at Chime, sets that client up on a search. I forward those texts because my agent's not in there to the agent it got assigned to in Boomtown. I'm saying, hey, look, follow up with this lady tomorrow. This was this week. This was this on Monday of this week. We're already under contract with that lady. Had we not had Chime, had we not had the AI talking, we would have missed that opportunity. I can guarantee that.
Yeah, that's very true, man. I like that. I think it's underrated only because it goes back to the mentality that most real estate agents have.
Right.
And that's that I should be the one contacting them. I need to have more control over this, right? So that's interesting that you do it that way, which I love, by the way. So
thank you. Yeah, it's great the way it works, and you're absolutely right. It's just an answer that AI person is an ancillary part of our staff at this point. The consumer doesn't know.
Dude, isn't that cool? Like now, like we're saving money.
Yeah, absolutely. We're saving money. Yeah, we're saving money. They got another feature, talking about features and why I went over another feature, right? So I normally use a third-party software to auto post to my business page any new listings, price reductions, sold properties, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, now On Chime system, you can press automatically post and boom, it automatically posts it for you automatically. It's saving me money from the third party system just for having Chime as well. So it's saving me money in so many different things where I'd have to use a constant contact, a MailChimp to do this marketing, this third party to do the auto posting. It's just amazing. I can't speak highly enough about it.
Dude, I love that. I love
Can't
that.
speak highly enough about it.
All right. So where everything's just shifting a little bit all across the United States, the major cities, the metropolitan areas, you're in a bigger city too. What are you doing to adjust that you see is working, and what are you looking to adjust in the next few months?
Well, the things are definitely starting to slow down with the rise of interest rates, no doubt about that. And the thing I'm not doing is I'm not sugarcoating it for my clients. They're asking me, is the market, slowing down? Absolutely, it's slowing down. I'm not going to paint a picture. There is some questionability regarding the volatility of the market. There's some questions regarding, where we're going to be a year from now. But the fact of the matter is, people still need food, still need water, and people still need shelter, and they're still going to buy properties. If you look historically over the last 30, 40 years, average interest rates across the United States is 6.4%. And so, we're in the sevens right now. Some of our lenders are adjusting, doing 2-1 buy down type things now to adjust to where you get in adjustable rate mortgage, refinance if the rates change at a later time period. But, I'm putting out value added content every single week to my audience to educate them what's going on with this market, good, bad, or indifferent. I need to be authentic with them, good, bad, or indifferent. I need to let them know what's really happening. I'm not going to paint a rosy picture, because you always got to be honest and be truthful.
I like that. All right. And what are you looking to do on the social media side of things? Because you brought it up a little bit when we were talking. What does that look like?
Sure. So I'm actually building out a content calendar right now for the entire next year, all the way through December of next year, of things that I want to post, every single week. So I'm going to make 3 posts a day. That's my goal, to make 3 posts a day. If I can make 3 posts a day, I'm going to post 1 in the morning, something motivational in the morning. I'll post something around noontime, and then I'll do something again around dinner time. And I'm going to do that 3 times a day. I'll also plan that video is the key of everything that we do, right, in today's society. So I'm looking to hire, I got a full-time photographer on my staff. I'm getting him trained up to be a full-time videographer as well. And so that's one of the things that I'm putting into place. And I'm going to repurpose that content on all the different areas. I'll break up the videos into 15-second segments to where I can put that on Instagram if I want to do that. I can extract the audio, make a podcast out of it if I want to do it that way. I can get it transcribed by rev.com. They do transcriptions if I want to. I can make blog posts out of that as far as that goes. But video is the key moving into this next phase of real estate. We're going to focus hard on real estate. We're going to go hard on real estate. In fact, I just got two new books in yesterday. I'll share them with you right now if you can see them. I think I got a screenshot on my phone. If y'all can see this real quick. Let me pull it up. But here it is right here. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. But the YouTube formula.
I read YouTube both.
Secrets,
okay,
right?
Hold on this.
Yep.
YouTube secrets. I'm gonna have to send you a link because Sean Cannell became a friend of mine after I interviewed him for a Success podcast. So I'll send you that podcast. You need to listen to that one.
Sure.
And number 2, the other book, YouTube Formula, by with Darrell Eves, I think.
Yeah, Darrell Eves, that's right.
And I'm interviewing him October 20th for the Success podcast.
Awesome.
So I'll send you that one. I just finished that book. When you're reading it, I want you to treat that book. The other book's good, but Darrell Eves' book, I want you to treat that book like if it's a textbook. Like I want you to earmark it. Right.
Yeah.
That thing you're going to go back to and back to and back to. That is a treasure right there.
Yeah.
So
I just got them into Amazon yesterday, so I'm looking forward to reading those as well. And it's just a wealth of knowledge. It seems to, it's just, if you can shortcut it, it goes back to having a proven mentor in your business. Even reading books. I try to read 50 books a year is what I try to read. Sometimes I don't hit those numbers. I'm normally between 30 and 40. But I'm normally pretty quick about one book a week in most cases. Glenn Sanford's the same way. He's the same way. Talking about success, I am a success coach as well. Got my certification through those guys. Top-notch organization. So yeah, just Marcus and Eli are just fantastic people there. So.
Dude, I love that. Yeah, they're great, man. They're very
They
great.
really
All right.
are.
I put up the link for the podcast. Grab that. And I'm gonna put up the names, YouTube secrets and the YouTube formula. Was it YouTube formula? I don't remember.
Formula, yep, Daryl Leaves.
Formula. And if you're listening in, it's like, what the hell does this have to do with real estate? Let me tell you, the world you're in right now, the world that's coming just around the corner is more of an attraction-based business. And I'm not saying that hunting for business doesn't work, because it does. I'm picking up the phone, cold calls, expireds, which I love, door knocking, open houses. That's all great, and you should do that. But Darren and I believe that having a business that attracts is more scalable. And this is why we look at Chime and we're like, well, AI, right?
That's
What's
right, absolutely.
what's going to allow me to be able to automate and attract better?
Right, you're absolutely right. It's all about attracting instead of chasing, right? That's what
All
we
the
do.
time, man. All the time.
Yeah.
Bro, I didn't know. I didn't know like we were long lost brothers. This is crazy.
Hey, look, you would be surprised. I'm going to send you a picture. You know who you remind me of tremendously? Not only are we like long lost brothers, but you remind me of my brother-in-law so much, Mario Barrios. So I got to speak that. I'm going to send you a picture. You could be his brother.
Oh,
I'm going to
damn.
send you I'll text it to you. I'm texting to you. I'm serious about that. You remind me of the mannerisms, the way you talk, everything. You could be his brother. Seriously.
We might be. We might be. You never know.
Be. That's right. That's right.
Oh, that's funny. All right, Darren, I like what you're doing here on the social side. What you've got the YouTube books. Are you primarily thinking you're going to do this on YouTube, Facebook? Where are you going to go all in and then expand from?
Sure, that's a great question, because I just had this discussion with my wife yesterday, and one of the challenges that I've had in my business is that I wanted to be everywhere. You know, I wanted to be all over Facebook. I wanted to be all over Twitter. I wanted to be all over LinkedIn, YouTube, everywhere. I wanted to be everywhere. But I think that my new strategy going forward, I'm going to pick two that I'm going to focus on and try to really give great value added content to those two. The two that I'm going to focus on, and I haven't decided between, and maybe you can give me some insight on this. I haven't decided between Facebook and Instagram, but I definitely know YouTube is the number one that I'm focusing on. So I'm still deciding between, do I focus on Facebook or Instagram to grow that end of it. So I haven't really
what are you
into the analytics.
What are you going to be posting primarily?
Just value added content about people relocating to my area. So I don't really, it's not going to be all real estate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, moving to Baton Rouge, let's talk about restaurants to eat. Let's talk about places to basically go to church. Let's talk about where the schools, because like we have a school in the area, for example, Walker High School. There's a principal there, Jason St. Pierre, and he was actually named the principal of the year, national principal of the year this year. And he took the school and basically we have an automotive division there. So he teamed up with a local automotive body shop here and put it in the school to let the school, the children, the seniors get credit toward working, working in a body mechanic area. They have a Papa John's pizza in there where they can work and learn how to do business. They have business fundamentals. They have a small real estate course to learn about getting into real estate, all of that type of stuff. So I'm going to interview area school principals. I'm going to interview area businesses that open, that type of thing, just to really provide value. Because number one, when people move into an area and relocate to the area, they don't really know. Like I'm trying to expand into Texas. I'm building a second home in Cypress, Texas, right outside of Houston right now. Well,
nice.
when my wife and I went over there, we type in things to do in Houston, things to do in Cypress. That's what we do when we get information from there. Well, if I'm doing that going there, people are also going to be doing that going to my area. So I need to dominate that niche there. And so that's what I'm looking at doing, just providing value of everything having to do with the community, everything that having to do with that end of it, and also some real estate stuff related in there as well. So
I like that, man. I think definitely YouTube Shorts.
Yep.
What we've noticed just over the last month on YouTube Shorts is that YouTube is favoring shorts over everything else. So you can rapidly grow your following. I would say if there's one thing you should focus on for the rest of this year, where you can grow a lot of subscribers and followers, is YouTube Shorts, only because they're favoring it. And then out of the two, Facebook or Instagram, I would say look at the demographic that you're targeting.
Yep.
And you do have a little bit of the older demographic in Facebook, people that own
Yep.
homes, people that can buy homes, right? So
Right.
that may be the other angle. Just don't just use the Facebook feed part. Also use Facebook Reels on there.
Right. Yeah. Well, like Brett says on the Chime deals that he does here, I subscribe to some of his content. He's like, you got to really know your audience, and you really got to get hyper local in today's world. And that's one of the ways that I'm going. I'm looking to dive in and really get hyper local, know my audience, know who I'm trying to reach, and reach them with reach and frequency every single week. Be consistent in my marketing message, be consistent in my posting, and be persistent in what I'm trying to accomplish.
I like that, man. That's
Yep.
good. How do we follow you? Do we go to Instagram? Do we go to Facebook?
Yeah. Yeah, you can look me up, Agent 225. You can also look up Darren James Realtor as well, and so it's all branded out there. So yeah, wherever you want to, I'm on all of them, on Instagram at Agent 225, and also at Darren James Realtor. You can also look me up on Facebook, Darren James Realtor, also Agent 225, hashtag Agent 225. That's all in there as well. But I'm everywhere. You just go search me, you'll find me somewhere.
I got you, Darren James Realtor. I just followed you.
Yep, awesome, man. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you jumping in on this. Once you have it running, I'd love to interview you again.
Sure.
So you can show us what you're doing.
Absolutely, man. I love that. Thank you so much for having me, Tristan. You're an awesome person. Just doing fabulous things in the real estate space. I think the world of you. And also, thanks, Chime, for having me on here. Appreciate all the tech that you've done. If you need anything whatsoever from me, y'all don't hesitate to reach out. Okay.
I appreciate that, man. Have an awesome day, Darren.
You too, brother. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.